Hello, and welcome to Get Your Book Done in 2021 Jumpstart. I am so excited that you have made the decision to finally write the book you've longed to write and that you are beginning your writing journey with me. You can write a book without the angst, without the confusion, without the overwhelm, if you are willing to not only commit to the process, but simply trust the process uh, by going through all the stages. This training is a four-part training that focuses on the first stage of the writing process, the pre-writing and planning stage. This is the phase that many aspiring authors either don't fully understand the importance of or feel it may even be unnecessary, but it is the most necessary stage of the writing process, and it will position you for writing success. In this training, you will come to understand the importance of planning out your book before you write one word. You will create a writing vision for your life as an author. You're going to begin to move from fear to faith by confronting those limiting beliefs and other mind blocks that may be holding you back. You're going to gain clarity on the purpose for your book. You're going to discover who your ideal reader is by completing an ideal reader profile. And then you're going to create a plan that will strategically help you finish your book by keeping the end game in mind. Hi, I'm Deborah, and I am a former English teacher turned blogger, turned author, editor, publisher, and writing coach. I am the owner of Logos Writing and Editing Services and the founder of Logos Kingdom Writers Academy, a coaching program to help aspiring authors move from concept to publication by guiding them through the writing process. It is my desire to help new writers avoid many of, if not all, of the mistakes that I made when I wrote my first book. I love words, and I love the power that they possess to shape and impact and transform lives. But even more than that, I love empowering others to get rid of the fear, get rid of the excuses, and to write the book that someone is not only waiting to read, but really needs to read. People just like you. I'm the author of God Speaks, Words for the Journey from the Father's Heart, and Finding Your Flow, Answering the Writer's Call Through Faith, Love, Obedience, and Worship. And I have worked with many writers from concept to publication, helping them not only start their books, but finish their books and get them published. And I love God. I love people. I love beaches and books, and I love music and movies. I love life. You're wondering if you're in the right place. Well, this training is for you if you are ready now to write and publish a book, but you just don't know where to begin. This training is for you if you have begun writing a manuscript, but you stalled somewhere in the process because you were overwhelmed, you felt lost, you got frustrated, but now you are ready to get unstuck and finally finish your book. This training is for you if you know that writing a book is part of your calling, it's part of your purpose, it's part of your God ordained destiny, and you are now ready to say yes. And this training is for you if you're just tired of procrastinating. You don't want to wait one more year to get that book done. You know that the time is now and you are finally ready to commit. If any of those apply to you, you're in the right place. And you can just write in the comments, I am ready. How this works, I'm just going to kind of run down how this is going to work for the next 4 weeks. Each Monday for the next 4 weeks, you will receive an email letting you know that the module for that week is available on Teachable. and also on YouTube. You'll be getting information via email about how to log into Teachable or with a link to the private training on YouTube. Each module is going to have 3 to 4 mini lessons, short lessons, and a downloadable workbook. All you need to do is watch the video and complete the assignments in the workbook. You'll have the entire week so you can pace yourself. You don't have to feel rushed to get the assignments done. And then each Monday evening, we'll go live on Zoom and I'll be answering questions. I'll be going a little deeper into the training and answering any questions that you may have. You'll be able to access the lessons on Teachable for 2 months. And the reason I'm giving you that much time is, one, I want you to be able to work at your own pace. And two, often when you start writing your first draft, you'll find that you need to go back and do some research, or you may need to go back and kind of tweak your ideal reader. So you have all of those modules still available to you to help you as you start writing your first draft. But I don't suggest that you spend 2 months working through a 4-week program. Try to finish them in the 4 weeks so that you are ready by March to start your first draft. And then you'll find, if you find after the 4 weeks that you still need a little help to get through the entire writing of the book and the publishing process, you may apply to Logos Kingdom Writers Academy, or you can just talk to me to see what will work best for you. Now, just a quick overview of the modules for the next 4 weeks. The first module is Mindset Matters. And this is where you're going to create a vision for your writing life. This is where you're going to begin to change your thinking so that you can get the best results possible. This is where you look at all your fears and all of your doubts, and you begin to replace your limiting beliefs with empowering truths. And this is an important stage because I have discovered that it's not for lack of talent, it's not for lack of skill, it's not because you don't have mastery over the English language that people do not write books, but it is because of fear and doubt and that inner critic that continues to tell them what they cannot do. So we're going to silence or learn how to write in spite of what your inner critic is saying so that you can get your book done. Module 2 is knowing your why and finding your tribe. This is where you're going to get some real clarity on why you are writing the book. What is the goal? What do you want to see happen as a result of your book? And this is where you're going to ask the question, who am I here to serve through my book? Your book isn't for everyone. So this is the time that you're going to really niche down and know exactly who needs the book that you are writing. Module 3, your message and your means. This is where you're going to get clarity on what you are writing. You're going to be able to narrow the topic down to something manageable. For those of you who may have several ideas and you're not sure which one to write, you'll have opportunity to discover which one is the best one for now. And then you will also determine how you are going to move your reader from point A to point B. How will you create this journey for your reader that gets them to the ultimate aha or so what of your book? That by the end, they have the tools, they have the principles, they have the transformation, they know something that they didn't know before, or they're ready to take action in a way they weren't ready to take action before. And then module 4 is about writing with intentionality and will help you create a plan that will work for you and help you start developing a writing practice so that you're writing on a regular basis and it just becomes almost second nature to you. Now, no program, no courses work unless you work the program. So in order to gain the most from this course, I am asking that you do the following. First and foremost, that you commit to the process and complete the training, complete the modules. It may seem to you at some point that some of this is just a waste of time or not necessary, but believe me, when you start writing, you will be grateful that you completed some of these tasks. Take full advantage of the resources that will be provided for you, whether it's in the module, in the Teachable portal, or things that I email, or the trainings that I may do pop up on Facebook. Take full advantage of everything that you have available to you. And then I want you to hop over to Logos Kingdom Writers Academy Facebook page and just hit like. Follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram, though I don't use it very much. And then make sure that you join the Flow Writers Connection private group on Facebook, so that you can get those pop-up trainings, writing tips. You'll have a place to answer questions, and you'll be a part of a community that is in the same place that you're in, writing their first book. Be sure to check your emails regularly for surprises and updates, and then just show up and be the amazing author that you were born to be. For joining me for this 4-week training, there are some things that I want to give you that I believe will help you on your writing journey. So you will get a PDF copy of Finding Your Flow. That's my book that just came out last year, actually. You'll get a downloadable 90-day writing planner. You'll have an opportunity to have a personal call with me to talk through your book. There are certain questions that I have learned to ask writers to see if they really have clarity about what they're writing. And you may just want to talk through some ideas to gain better clarity. So it's not something that you have to do, but if you would like to talk with me personally about your book, that clarity call is included. And of course, we've already mentioned the live Q&A on Zoom and the access to the private Facebook group as well. It's good to be a part of community, and it's good to get the extra support and a level of accountability. Anytime you have a question, you may write it in the comments in the Teachable portal or in the comments on YouTube. The YouTube videos are private, so no one outside of the group will see what your comments are. You can email them to me at any time at Deborah@deborahgaston.com, or you can post them in the Flow Writers Connection private Facebook group. And I promise you, I will answer them as soon as I possibly can. And with that, we're ready to start. Let's jump on over to Module 1.